ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੀ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਨੀਤਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਨੇ ਰੂਸ ਦੀ ਨਖੇਦੀ ਕਰਦਿਆਂ ਆਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਯੂਕਰੇਨ ਉੱਤੇ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਮਲਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਵਾਰ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਮਸ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਫ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਆਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਤਾਜ਼ਾ ਹਮਲੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਯੂਕਰੇਨ ਵਿੱਚ 35 ਲੋਕ ਮਾਰੇ ਗਏ ਹਨ। ਨੀਤਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਨੇ ਆਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਸਥਿਤੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੂਸ ਹੀ ਹਾਲਾਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਿਗਾੜ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਵਾਰ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਮਸ ਨੂੰ ਅੰਜਾਮ ਦੇ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ।
Russia is clearly a horrific aggressor in this situation, killing children and families randomly and committing war crimes. This latest attack is another example of unforgivable Russian aggression, and the NATO alliance stands united to ensure that first, all help possible can flow to Ukraine. Second, that we as an alliance stand united and in support of Article 5 of the Washington Treaty, which states that an attack on one is an attack on all. We will protect every inch of NATO territory. Encouraging Canadians to go to Ukraine to fight, given the very dire security situation in the country. Having said that, it is understandable, especially given the very large Ukrainian diaspora in Canada, that there are Canadians of Ukrainian descent and others who wish to go to that country to fight alongside their Ukrainian brothers and sisters. And in that regard, it is an individual decision for them to do so. Let me first start with Canadian aid. We ensured that $7.8 million worth of lethal aid arrived in Ukraine by February 22nd and was handed over to Ukrainian soldiers whom we trained as the Canadian Armed Forces. After that, we are continuing to ship our lethal aid, Carl Gustaf anti-tank weapons, rocket launchers, 7,500 hand grenades, and we are utilizing two CC-130 airplanes in order to help the NATO allies flow this aid through NATO countries. Apart from those details, however, we are keeping a very close hold on the precise logistics of the aid flowing. Why? Because of the very item that you raised in the interpretation of Article 5 tends to surround geographical location. However, I am traveling to Brussels in the next 2 days, and I will raise questions such as this with my NATO counterparts. It is important that we take a full-fledged examination of the situation, including in the area of cyber attacks and what cyber attacks themselves mean for the interpretation of the legal documents that underpin the alliance and the deterrent and defensive structure that really is the foundation of the NATO alliance. That we are increasing our defense spending by 70% over the 9-year period beginning in 2017. And as part of our defense spending, we are creating additional military capabilities, 6 new Arctic offshore patrol ships, 2 of which have been built, 2 new polar icebreakers, 88 new fighter jets. We will be awarding a contract this year, and in the short term, I will be bringing forward a robust package to modernize NORAD, which would be going towards the 2%. The bottom line is that we have military spending in place in an increasing way, and we will continue to respond to the evolving threat environment as we go forward, given this very dire situation.